He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There you go. Go right in. There you go. 1 to 54. 1 in. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 26 now.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. And that's complete to Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Goff on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
24 is the mic.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now Goff on first down. That's taken in by Henderson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, you think about the two quarterbacks in this game, Goff and Prescott. And, of course, Jared Goff, the first pick back in the 2016 class. Prescott, that same class, but he was in the 4th round, pick number 135. But Dak would take home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Fear not, though, for Jared Goff. He would recover, of course, and lead the Rams to Super Bowl 53 in that eventual loss to the Patriots. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. Gurley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 31, check 31. We're going to 53. 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Chill. 27, 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Skirts by him at the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. It's a party now. It's a party now. 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 58, come on. Watch the curl. 26.
Prescott. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
180. And it's getting him home.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put...
And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. They go to Elliott again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
He finds his man. It's Austin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second down 6. Check the 26-yard line.
On second down now. It's Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go, 120. Let's go, one more. Hey, 76. 76. 76.
From the gun on third down, gone. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work, try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go 47. Let's go defense. Here we go. 26.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
Here we go. Double time.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Here's Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. 12 yards there and a first down. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 58, come on. Strip him, 47. Strip that ball. Check 37. Check 37. Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line. Kill. 26.
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Whirling. Go.
Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Watch the whip. 55 is my guy, 55.
One last throw here for goal. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas,